Alright, so welcome back to more Paradise Killer. Oh, well, I have no idea what the hell the error was. But, unfortunately, it did result in losing a recording, so I have to redo all of this again. Thankfully, it's not really that much. I spent most of the session, like, looking for Shinji. And would you know, this is where he is. I was messing around, trying to see if I could find out what the cause of the error was. I just so happened to come over to the pyramid, and then look up, and I saw this guy. I'm pretty sure this is the last Shinji there is, so... How come Doomjazz gets a yacht? He likes his private time. How do you put in to get one? How do I become a yacht owner? It's my dream to own a yacht. How long have you had this dream? About 13 days. Sure. I think you'll need to be part of the syndicate to get a yacht. If that's the case, I'm not interested. And there it is. That was the last of the Shinjis. I can't believe it. All the places he could have been. And he turns out to be in the one place I never thought to look. Yeah. Which means it'll probably take me a whole lot less time to get to the trials. Because I did spend an awful lot of time running around the island trying to find Shinji, whereas now I know what I'm missing. I'm missing my gun from the courthouse, and I'm missing a blood crystal near, where the hell is she? No, there, near her. Well, it should be fine. All I need to do is work on maxing everybody out. I'm enraptured by you, loved eyes. Besotted, enthralled. Where's this going? Understand the key to your heart is... Oh yeah, you want... Yeah, you have a probe.
This is bad.
Akiko's in trouble. She's been mixing business and pleasure. The council found out. They're planning on stripping her of authority on the next island. Captain Voth. This is about her relationship with Captain Voth?
Well, that's unusual.
So you know. And who told you? Ice Kawami. A while before he died, he gets loose-lipped after a drink.
Sure.
And who told Akiko?
It's been wonderful to see you
I get
again.
loose-lipped around a woman in power armor. Thank you, Doctor. Okay. Got a sec, Doc. Back for more real talk. Hit me.
In the world.
Nothing lasts forever except the certainty of change. Going philosophy now. Please, some song on Escape Punk compilation. You were into trip hop the last time I was on the island. I like to mix it up, keep it fresh. One of the citizens was re-abducted from the real world, had it with him. What other phases have I missed? Got big into mathcore for a while. I was drinking a lot of coffee, and Mexican hip-hop. For everything that's wrong with these islands, we at least have a lot of different people here. But punk is this island's flavour. Hopefully we'll abduct someone with some more CDs for Perfect 25. You'd think a mass of oppressed citizens would mean there was more punk music on the island.
Like this.
Not allowing them access to instruments or any real means of creativity probably hinders that. Why do you think there are so many murders in the apartments?
I'm a professional.
Montserrat always said you can't build pyramids without slaves. We've got enough pyramids. I agree. Catch you later, Doc. So I think he's on level 4. So all we have left with him is one more. I think I actually want to go over to Akiko. Yeah. So I can talk to them, hang out with them. I should be able to learn something from Henry. And I can talk to Yuri. Because I've already done all this, I can kind of think of the best way of doing it. Sort of.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14.
Go 14. You're going to die.
The investigator.
Do you do anything outside of soldiering? Why are you so interested to know? We're all part of the syndicate. I'm trying to establish a friendship.
Soldier.
Why would I want to have a friendship with a... Oh yeah, individual like you? Friends and relationships expand our worldview. They can also provide comfort and support.
Got it.
Just tell me something about yourself. Do you have a pet? A pet? Fine, 2 goldfish. There we go, we're getting somewhere. Why goldfish?
That's
Why
weird.
not? What drew you to fish? Did you have them as a kid?
I'm a soldier.
In the barracks, just after I was taken in by the New Night Army. I looked after them while I adjusted to military life.
Sure.
You miss those days? War is no place for children. I did what I had to. What about... That's it, I'm done. No more. Wait, so that should be...
Ah,
Oh, there we go. Probe. It seemed like you had something you wanted to say earlier.
To back off.
It was
I
nothing.
have a
Spit it out, we're both
bad
busy.
feeling about
Do you know
this.
something about someone on the island? It's about Crimson.
That's
What about her?
strange.
She came to me in secret to ask about becoming a marshal. I don't give this information up lightly.
Soldiers of
She used to be a fine soldier. She was blessed by the gods for her role in repelling the 19th Island invasion. And the only syndicate member allowed to be a marshal. There was nothing I could do for
What the
her.
hell?
Why are you telling me this? Henry is your only suspect. Henry did it, no doubt. I'm just telling you that there may be someone that would benefit from him doing it.
I'm glad to be back.
I'll look into it. Thank you. Yay! I don't actually go back to Crimson to talk to her about that, though. I don't think. Oh yeah, we do have more things. Henry's alibi. God, there's so much more. To investigate New Night. There's nothing in your report about Henry seeing New Night during his escape. The babbling of a Labadew possessed by a demon. There's only one statue of New Night on the island, correct? Why does it matter? Where is it? Why do you care? Just answer the question. The statue is in the barracks. The goddess only gives her attention to soldiers.
The
So how could Henry have seen it
investigators
last night? He couldn't have. The barracks are secure. He's spoken gibberish to confuse you.
Crime is repulsive.
I'm just going to ask Akiko. Did you take him through the barracks last night? Are you out of your mind? You think I helped him escape? Nonsense. If Henry went through the HQ to get to the council building, why didn't he show up on the HQ logs? The nightmare computer at the entrance to the HQ didn't log Henry entering the HQ. What is this?
I don't like.
Do you want to
Don't
die?
get cocky. How do I know you're not making this up? The statement is accurate. Henry Division does not appear in the logs for the Syndicate HQ. So he found another way in then. I don't know. Which other way? You're the investigation freak. You take your little pocket calculator, get out of my face and work it out. When you found Henry, did you see a bloody bottle lying around? What bottle? There wasn't any bottle. Why are you wasting time?
When love
You saw
dies,
nothing to suggest
all
the
that
blood in Henry's
remains
stomach
of
had
the
been
fact.
administered artificially. Of course not. Stop dragging this out with stupid theories. Okay. The murder of Grace Bloodline. Carmelina's message. Have you got the message you got from Carmelina on the day of Henry's exorcism? What message?
Ah, the facts and the truth are not the same.
Carmelina sent you a message telling you to leave Grace alone with
Do
Henry.
you want to die?
No, she didn't. I have a copy of the message right here. Someone's giving you false evidence. The architect was there that day, but she didn't tell me to do anything. She doesn't have authority over me.
Is this a fact?
Then why did you step
or
out of the
a
room?
truth?
I considered the scene and prisoner secure. I needed to make sure that the architect was safe. Corrupted areas are full of danger. I guess that's that. Okay. I know we can talk to Henry. Again.
Henry Division.
I think this is the 4th time. Maybe. I don't remember, to be honest. Let's talk, Henry. Is there any joy to be had on the islands? Oh yeah, too much, really.
What a fucking surprise.
What the fuck do you think?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Just trying to get a handle on the island that birthed the crime to end all crimes. We do our work and pray. Sometimes people go to that bar, sometimes we go to the beach.
What fucking ever.
Did you know that there's boat rides? Fucking boat
The
rides!
investigator is here.
Have you been on one?
I spent my entire life adrift.
Yeah, a long time ago. My mom took me. Didn't get the best seats, I was a problem kid and she was a single mother. Are you always shunned? She made some friends eventually. There was a mahjong club in one of the apartments. She got in with them. What about you? I found kids to hang out with, not friends though. I just do stuff to make them laugh, smash windows, set fire to people, whatever. That's when I started being arrested a lot.
Are you
Hang on.
fucking kidding me?
What the fuck am I doing? Opening up like this.
Whatever you fucking say.
Whatever. You wanna hear something fucking good? I got something. There we go. I like you, investigator, so I think you're onto something. The code to the safe in my apartment is that. That's why I wanted to talk to him. I thought you had a bad memory. Some things just get engraved on it. Trust me, I wish they didn't. People should have minds full of things. If you only have a couple of things rattling around in there, it's torture.
My mind is like a desert.
The same thing
covered in
keeps bouncing
fog.
off the edges of your consciousness and it's like a gunshot each time.
Key item obtained.
Good stuff. There's all that. Right, so now we can actually go over to... I don't remember where it is. We can go over to somewhere. Hang on a minute. I don't think it has, but I am wondering. No, they haven't. I thought it got it reset to being on Ultra. But it doesn't appear to be the case. And it's just every time, or sometimes when I turn around, it does like a little stutter. Yeah, never mind. It's all good. Alrighty. There's not really all that much we can do here, to be fair. Open the safe, and then that's that. And then I think I'll go and speak with Yuri. I could actually go and speak with a bunch of people in that area. Let's speak with Yuri, Carmelina, Witness. Been unlocked. Proves that it pays to be nice to people sometimes. Let's see what a citizen like Henry would be hiding in a safe. The Grimoire of Magidar. A bit of light reading.
Got it.
So a book... Oh, hang on. This book predates the Great Betrayal. It was written by a scholar of the esoteric Magidar. He was famed for learning how to communicate with the gods and hold cosmic communes with them.
I don't like
It should be in the restricted vault of the Syndicate's library. Yuri accessed the restricted area a decade ago. Did he take this? I guess this is the book Henry said he was given. This might prove that his possession was aided. Someone wanted the island to be invaded by demons, but why? So there we go. Got the Book of Magidar. Off. Oh, whatever it was. It was a grimoire of some sort. Where's the exit? I can never find it for some reason. Okay, there we go. It's one of those things I always find difficult. Boop 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 boo. I think as it stands, I've maxed out Lydia, Sam, and one last kiss. Think so. Although I do want to go back to... Oh god, where was it? I want to go here anyway. Just because I know there's a blood crystal nearby.
One last kiss.
Are you maxed out? Oh, you aren't. Of all the time in the world. Is the Syndicate worth saving?
Happy with your truths?
That's for you to decide. For better or for worse, the crime happened. The Syndicate was on the straight path. Now the path branches. The truth you believe in will determine the fate of the Syndicate. Which branch do you think we should take? Weed out the corruption. The Syndicate is no place for paranoia and conspiracy. We have a holy cause. We have forgotten that. We are in a position to craft a perfect society. You said there was no such thing as perfection. So I did. The idea of perfection is intoxicating. We always let our guard down and start believing in it. We kidnap people from the real world and force them to worship our gods. They're pressed into service on the island, working in our factories and farms before being killed in a mass slaughter ritual. Hard to imagine much perfection coming from that. Perhaps we should wipe the slate clean. How do we do that? I have no idea, investigator. Okay, she is still not done then. Okay. Alright, I know there's a blood crystal somewhere. Nearby. It's in this general area. Oh, there it is. There we go. Easy enough. Whoosh. Alright. I am trying to think which way to go, or who to speak with. Actually, yeah, I know. I'll go and speak with Yuri. Because he'll tell me something... which I can... Well, he'll tell me something that I have to go around everyone and mention. So, So I'd rather do that now. Whee! Yeah, speedrun strats and all that. Sweet. Now we can hang out. Got time to chat, Yeri? What now? You seem to be ambitious. Is that a statement or a question? Why are you like this? Like what? Don't be arrogant, Yeri, you know what? I just want people to use language correctly when addressing their betters. I apologise, I wasn't thinking. See that you do in the future. I'm now secretary to the leader of the syndicate. You have advanced well. I have. Having ambition pays off. You should always rise to the top. Precisely. Without ambition you have nothing, and never become better than them. Them? Those around you that are content to while away their lives. What about people that find happiness in contributing rather than ruling? They have a purpose. From a certain We're done. Okay. You're such an easy person to talk to. Alright, your motive. Enchanted Blue. Is secured by god hunters in the real world. She's in the pyramids, hidden in the caverns in the Sahara. The Syndicate exists to resurrect the gods. How can we sit idly by when a goddess is in the hands of the enemy? Retrieving her would be a suicide mission. You're familiar with deception by gods, right?
Don't make me laugh.
Like you? A disgraced freak? I haven't been deceived, that's a crime. Future councillors can't commit crimes, can we? How did you go through such a big transformation? Enchanted Blue blesses those she deceives with physical perfection. You're saying I'm perfect, freak? You like what you see? It's nice to see someone good looking after all this time. I bet it is. Exile must have been lonely. I'll admit that I have caught the attention of my goddess, but I'm strong enough to not be deceived. So even though you haven't been deceived, she blessed you?
Got nothing on me.
Obviously I've stood out from the crowd. You can understand why. Uh-huh. Your phone. I've scanned your phone. You can have it back now. Believe me now? My job isn't to believe, I need proof. And now you have proof. There's a 10-minute period where your phone went dark. Your alibi has a hole.
Sure.
Lydia told me she lost contact with you last night during this 10-minute window. She tried to contact you while she was waiting at the Paradise Gates just before the murder. And?
Why?
Maybe your phone was off?
Don't make
Why would my phone be off while I'm directing the fairy woman? Do you even think?
pathetic.
The reality folding drive might have disrupted the communications. There it is. At the end of an island, the folding drive does a final burst to power both islands during the transition. The radiation sometimes causes localized areas of communication and electrical interference.
That's weird.
That seems convenient.
Don't be snide with me.
What do you want me to say? Were you outside the council penthouse last night, Yuri?
Nonsense.
Of course I wasn't. I found pink petals which I suspected from your hat outside the penthouse. I doubt that. So for the record, this is a complete denial. Yes, it is. It won't stand up in court anyway. We'll see. Yeah, it's when he mentions about that. The reality folding drive. You can go around and ask everybody about blackouts, and then they all say what they say. I heard you're missing a ring, Yuri. Of what interest is that to you? Is it this one? Give me that.
The facts and the
It's impolite to
truth are not
snatch.
the same.
Want to tell me what it's doing in the fist of KHX's dead body? I have no idea. He made it for me and I lost it. Someone probably found it and gave it to him, recognizing his work.
Sure.
Probably. Anything else you want to tell me? I don't know anything else.
Why?
Why did you shut the boat trips down early, Yuri?
Business is it of yours?
Just answer the question. It was part of shutting down the island, ready for the end. But why? It never normally happens and none of the other systems were shut down prematurely.
Sufferable.
Don't question how I do my job. I had some security worries and I shut it down.
Love dies.
Did it have anything to do with the dead body at the bottom of the cliff?
What?
What dead body?
How dare you?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but surely this is the jurisdiction of the marshals. You're supposed to be investigating the council murder.
Need to investigate.
It might be
this.
linked.
Crime is repulsive.
Did you have anything to do with it?
No.
Definitely not. A lot of bad coincidences then. Must be. Your job is to direct Lydia when she moves up to the next island, right?
Don't make me laugh.
What do you want now?
That's it.
What did you direct her to do right before the council murder? I said to take her husband Sam off the island. The end of island party was over and his bar could be shut down. What time was this? About 11:40, I think. Do you know why a book that you took from the library was in Henry's safe? Nothing to do with me.
Fine.
Henry says a
Cannot
stranger passed him a
hide.
forbidden book and told him to keep it a secret. That book is the one you accessed.
What are you talking about?
Not sure you can prove that, freak. If I remember correctly, the library vault's under record entry and exit. Not what was read or taken. You just happen to know that? No, I don't. Just happen to know that. I use the vault to acquire books for the architect. I know how the system works because I use it often. Did you access the library vault and give forbidden books on demonology to Henry?
When
No.
love dies,
You're the only one of the
what
suspects who
remains
accessed the
will remain.
vaults.
Insufferable.
That doesn't mean the book came to me. It came from me. What do you know about the second holy seal? We don't know about the seals, freak. That's the point. Yuri, let's rap for a second.
Facts
Rat?
and truth
You
are
put a
not
key in the
the
nightmare
same.
computer connected to the obelisk on the beach and activated them. What are you talking about?
Is this a fact
You did, I've got the
or a
logs.
truth?
Don't worry, someone else accessed them, but they were more intelligent than you and used a wireless access device.
You know who I am?
Ah, there we go. More intelligent? The insects on this island can barely tie their shoelaces, let alone figure out the symbols on the obelisks in space.
Oh, I'm glad to be
Thanks,
back.
Yuri. For what? You just told me about the symbols on the obelisks, which I didn't ask about. And you'd only know about it if you used them. Where did you get the key from to access the obelisks?
So pathetic.
I have no idea what you're talking about. No, I don't know how that on me, Yuri. I know you know the secret of the second seal. I have nothing else to say. Ever worn a space helmet, Yuri? Why would I wear a space helmet? To get through the second seal? Never been through it.
Paradise feels
Space helmet was discovered surrounded by pink petals that looked like they came from your hat. It's the most tenuous thing I've ever heard. You're grasping at straws. Are we though?
What business is it
And
of
it's these
yours?
are usual. It's like, I didn't see them, didn't see them, didn't see them. How do you know? I'm the architect's assistant. I arrange her appointments and make sure that she can carry out her work without being obstructed by anyone else on the island. Do you know anything about the murder of the martial guards outside of the council building? I don't know anything. Of course. What do you know about the fourth holy seal? You mean the holy seal that Henry got through and then killed the council? Yes, that one. Who cares? That monster killed them. Let's get this show on the road. What do you know about the murder of Grace Bloodlines? Absolutely nothing. Oh, do you know anything about the third holy seal? Of course not, they're a mystery. Know anything about demons on the island? The marshals killed them all. They should have killed Henry while they were at it. Alright. While I'm in this area, I might as well max out Yuri, Carmelina, and Witness. I don't think I maxed out Carmelina. I haven't actually spoke to her in a while. So there's a lot to still talk about.
Halt! What do you want?
Don't test me.
Architect company silent.
What is it? How can you be so sure that the next island will be perfect? There are no certainties in architecture and design. Both are nebulous and subjective. We can never be sure that the design of the next island will be perfect. Why are people calling it Perfect 25? The mind always looks for reassurance. Something concrete to hold on to. The world is chaotic and people crave respite.
Perfection.
We believe we have solved the problem of demonic corruption. The Syndicate seized upon this as a sign of success, a sign of perfection. You think it'll be perfect?
Is its own reward.
As close as we've come to it. The Syndicate has so many problems to solve with the islands, our work is always undermined by the threat of demonic corruption. We cannot do our holy work while our homes rot around us.
Investigator is here.
Can the Syndicate cope if Perfect 25 fails? It won't fail. Hypothetically.
Dare you?
Concentrate on your investigation, let me worry about perfection. What if I said that there were secret trans-dimensional corridors crisscrossing the island? I'd say that you've spent too long in the scorching sun, so you don't know anything about them. I have no idea what you're talking about. To be clear, you are denying crafting secret corridors and hiding a killer within them. Of course I am, that's totally unbelievable. I think you need a rest, investigator. Crime doesn't rest, so nor do I. Let's see you explain this away in the trials. Explain what? A total fantasy? We'll see. Comms blackout. Yuri claims that the reality folding drive caused a comms blackout last night. Is that something that can happen with the reality folding drive?
No idea what
Why are you asking me? The drive is operated by Masahiro Heavy Industries, but none of their representatives are left on the island. Oh, on Paradise. You're the architect, so I thought you might know something. I can't help you with the specifics, but there have been instances of the drive causing blackouts at the end of an island. Did you experience it last night? No, they are localized, though, so that isn't to say it didn't happen. The drive performs a burst to power each island. It throws a lot of radiation and particles out into the air. If your area was in a patch of radiation, it would have caused a blackout temporarily. Do you think it is convenient that it happened around the time of the murder? Do you? That's what I'm trying to work out. Yuri is a loyal member of the Syndicate. You'd do well to focus on the real suspect instead. Why did you go to Henry's exorcism? I have an acute interest in preventing the islands from succumbing to demonic corruption. It is rare to be able to see the effects of a possession firsthand. Tell me about the message you sent to Akiko, telling her to leave Grace alone with Henry.
No idea what you're talking about.
I have no idea what message you're talking about, Investigator. I have a copy of it here. I'm sure that is a fabrication. I have no authority over Akiko. I can't order her to do anything, much less break procedure with something so dangerous.
Investigator is here.
Then why did she step out of the room and leave them unattended? I have no idea. You'd have to ask the Grand Marshal. Know anything about demons on the island?
What you want?
Besides the one that resides within the killer? Alleged killer. Nothing has been proven yet. He's still an alleged killer. Quite. The Marshals did an exemplary job of wiping the demons out. It was not enough to stop the corruption, though. Can you tell me about the secret panic room experiment? Where did you hear that? People talk. I abandoned that a long time ago. It was designed to be a bunker of sorts. My plan was to dot them around the islands in case of attack. Syndicate members could hide in them. I've been in your bunker. Why was it coded only to witnesses' blood vial?
No idea what you're talking about.
It embarrasses me to say it, but it was a lover's retreat. I disliked the design as a bunker and dropped my plan for them. It sat
We
unused.
have achieved perfection.
Spending time there with witness felt illicit. Exciting, but things didn't work out. I haven't been in there in years. So I saw in the logs I pulled from it.
I have a bad feeling
So you
about
definitely
it.
weren't experimenting on a killer demon in there? Absolutely not.
I beg your pardon?
Ah, there we go.
I beg your pardon.
I wasn't truthful. Witness used that bunker for an illegal study of demons. He wanted to find out all we could for the sake of the island. Ever since the beginning of the Syndicate, there has been zero tolerance on demons. The misknowledge frightened him. He trapped a killer demon and experimented on it. I haven't set foot in there for years, since before he started. Where did he get a killer demon? He trapped one. I don't know how. I kept his secret. He still means a lot to me. The killer demon would die when Island 24 ceases to exist. Henry's demon had already done irreparable damage to the island. This one wasn't going to do any more.
The
What about Witness?
investigator is here.
Put it out of my mind. We fell apart and each other's matters became private again.
Craft is its own
Molotov
reward.
Witness, you got a call from Makiko, you should ask him about it.
What?
Okay. Do you know anything about the murder of the martial guards outside the council building? Losing fine marshals to a killer like that is a tragedy. Unfortunately, I don't have any further insight for you, Investigator. Do you know anything about the Third Holy Seal? It's a secret, Investigator, built without my knowledge. That's a no, then. The conspiracy crafted from the fabric of the island. Did Carmelina's hidden killer commit the crime to end all crimes? I wonder if I can hang out with Yuri again.
Yuri Knight.
Possibly. No, I can't. Damn. We're going to speak with a witness then. I just need to go and speak with Sam. Yeah, about the blackout.
Witness to the end.
How are your plans, Witness? They do well in the climate of paradise. When the world is coming apart, it is good to have a hobby. Would you like one? I like to give them to people. They're difficult to care for. They are a test sent from the gods. If we fail to look after them, they will die. If they all die, then we all die. The plants need our time and devotion. So do our gods. Absolutely. This plant has been Freshly fertilized and watered, it comes from an esoteric plateau from my home in Iran. It'll survive for a while without constant attention. Once you finish your investigation, it'll provide something to focus on. Thank you, witness.
The gods are in it. The gods are watching us.
A replicant bred by witness, he gives them as gifts and they're notoriously hard to maintain.
Sure.
You have something you want to tell me, the investigator? It's about Akiko's phone call after Henry escaped.
Gods are in it.
I can see you're working hard, Love Die, so I'll tell you this. I worry that you're doing this for yourself and not for the gods. But I am bound to help you. It is their wish.
Surely this is a joke.
Akiko was supposed to be at the desolation cell, yet I couldn't hear the haunting sounds of the island, nor the sea that surrounds it. What does that mean? Everything? Nothing? I need to work that out.
Times are long.
The gods wished you to know, so now you know. Appreciate it. I need to go to that comm tower, while I remember. Paranoia. I understand you've become more secretive, maybe a bit paranoid. Who told you that?
Crime?
You hiding something from me?
Island is
Others get jealous when you have a purpose in life. My holy work doesn't concern those who are straying. My personal business is my own. Secrets are dangerous, witness. They can take physical forms before you realize. You don't need to lecture me, investigator.
Got it.
I checked your building logs, your story checks out. Of course it does.
glory of the gods.
The righteous have nothing to hide.
Why?
Why were you irritated to see Carmelina? Is that what she told you? I was surprised. It is unlike her to do a social call.
Why?
What do you think she interpreted that as an irritation? I believe she wanted to gloat about the perfect next island. I wasn't in the mood to fawn over her achievements. We have different views on the rush to perfection. What were you doing with your phone at midnight? I wasn't doing anything with it. I was talking with the architect.
Sure.
The architect told me you interrupted your conversation to do something with your phone. Everyone fiddles with their phone. And everyone does it at the exact moment the council were murdered. Who were you calling? I didn't call anyone.
Strange.
Then what were you doing? Absolutely nothing. If I did do something, I don't remember. It was completely inconsequential.
Don't like
We'll see about that.
this.
Colleen was in your apartment all last night, right? What about when you stepped out to take a call? I didn't see her out on my balcony. I was over there. I stepped out using the sliding door. So if Carmelina had left by the front door, you wouldn't have seen her? I wouldn't. I also didn't hear the elevator, so if she did leave my apartment, she would have only been out here. Did you hear the elevator every time I have come to speak to you?
Surely this is a joke.
Now that you present that question to me, I'm surprised to say that I didn't. I put it down to exhaustion. I haven't slept. Why are you asking? I'm working on a lead.